A top turn, it's Mr. Russell Howard. Go on, Russell, on you come.
That was quite nice. Go on, Russell. It doesn't say manly, does it? Go on, Russell. So how are you? Well? Yeah. I'll let you into a secret. I was told to get my hair cut, buy new jeans and new trainers, and I haven't done any of that. But what I have done, I've figured out what superpower I'd most like. You know, you've got to spend your time wisely. How about you, fella? If you could have, just reclined in your seat there, if you could have any power, what skill would you like?
Oh, it's got to be...
Like how slick? Well, it's got to be. Like Lovejoy with powers. Well... Adding to the ones I've already got, Shazam.
Seeing through clothes.
Seeing through clothes, nice, excellent. You managed to make that sound pikey as opposed to mystical. Well, seeing through clothes, innit? All right, Dine, I can see your fibula. Be lucky. I've got a van. Excellent. I quite like the ability to make somebody orgasm just by touching them once, you know. Not for sexual purposes, just be fantastic in a fight. Imagine that. I'm an absolute weed. I'd love that. I'm going to kill you. Really. Fuck him up, Steve. I'm trying to, but I'm too horny. He's made my belly fizz, you know. But I haven't got that skill. If I had that skill, I wouldn't be here. I'd probably be at the local zoo causing a great deal of mischief. Got to be honest with you people. Hey, old lady, you want to see your hippo jizz? Do I? What are you going to do? With great power comes responsibility. I was thinking, I saw this amazing story. I was in the doctor's earlier. This beautiful story, I read it in a paper, right? You may have read it. This bloke got put in prison for 3 days because he refused to stop kissing his boyfriend on a plane flight to South Africa. How magic's that? It's such an amazing swipe. You read it and picture the bloke dressed entirely in spandex. On an EasyJet flight, just surrounded by a sea of Burberry, just settling in like that. All right, lads, I'm going to make this tense for you. Ramon, let's do the band thing. Do you want to stop doing that? I'm trying to read Nuts magazine. That is a very good point, Jodie. It's horrific, isn't it? All it is, right? Nuts magazine is pretty much Jodie Marsh holding her floppers aloft like a couple of stoats she's found at an illegal fairground, like that. There's always some caption above her head, something like, if I'm in an alley with a bloke doing me and a dog crapping on my head, then I know probably the weekend. I see these defying gay guys just on this plane. Stop doing that, I'll face the stewardess. Whatever. Stop doing that, it's not natural. You're flying. You damn right. Well, if you put in prison, what with men, think it through. Just makes you feel good, doesn't it? I was in the doctor's surgery to say I've got a bad back. Do you ever find that as well? When you turn up to the doctors, you turn into a 6-year-old boy, just unable to explain what's wrong. Like, what's wrong? Ooh. What caused it? Dragons, I think it was. It's the scariest place in the world. It's just full of everyone trying to look iller than the next person. And everywhere the posters are so fear-mongering but so non-specific at the same time. You look up. Do you have feet? Yes. Then you may die. You look at this poster, then you're a puff. And what do puffs get? AIDS, bumlord. Should be one poster. A poster of an old man going, hey, probably nothing. You're going to be all right. You know? The only good thing about going to the doctors is Bella magazine, probably the world's foremost publication. It's an incredible. We've all read it. It's always the same article. I found love in Faliraki. The most orange woman you've ever seen. Like morph in a frock, clinging on to some bewildered waiter. He gives me love 24/7. Cock your own fish fingers, Darren. Where they get these stories from, it's incredible. You're just flicking through it. There's some woman on page 56. There's a ghost in my womb. I was walking downstairs. It flew out my vulva. It were Henry VIII. It were Henry the Bastard VIII. Incredible range of stories. I was thinking about Henry VIII the other day. Do you reckon Henry VIII ever went, fuck, maybe it's me? That's definitely them. Off with their heads. Fuck, I've got a big face. Have you seen the girth I'm packing? I have, Henry. Stop showing off. Do you know what I did this? The best thing I've done this year, I've got more political. I went on a march. Has anyone ever been on a political march? They're brilliant fun. Who went on the G8 march? Anyone? Excellent, all of you. When they make good coffee, we'll drink it. They need incentives. Work harder, you tinkers, work harder. I went on the Countryside Alliance march. Incredible day out. I'm not pro or anti-fox hunting. I just quite like watching posh people get beaten up. You know it's wrong, but if you can find me a more glorious noise than I'll happily listen. But that is music to my chippy little ears. Motherfucker bombed me on the noggin. Did you see that, Giles? On my noggin made my tweed fling everywhere as I live and breathe, as I live and breathe. You know you should laugh, because you're essentially just laughing at someone who's richer than you getting tonked. But there's an evil part of your brain that finds stuff like that funny, you know? Some part of your brain that finds the idea of going to an old folks' home dressed as death a little bit amusing, you know? You'd never do it, but you'd giggle if you saw it. I admire the fact they're marching. I just find it very funny. It's about fox issues, you know? I've got nothing to march about. If someone nicked my Xbox, fuck me, I'd have a wonder, but it'd be a fairly shit march. What do they want? Our controller's back. Just doing in levels like that. So much fun, just kind of just baiting right when people want to think about foxing. I tell you what I think. If we didn't chase the fox, the entire country would be overpopulated by foxes. Is that what you want? Some hideous land of the foxes? Me unable to leave my house for fear of a fox wandering up to me, stabbing me in the eyes? Is that what you desire? Looking across my sumptuous grounds to see a fox prowling along my lawn, flicking the V's at me? Walking hand in hand with asylum seekers? Is that what you want? Is that what you desire? A darkie riding a fox on my property? On his way to violate my Mildred. But then, you know, if you saw a fox, how scared would you get? Ah, ginger with a tail, fuck off! I mean you no harm! I couldn't kill a fox, I've got nothing in a fight. The only thing I've got in a fight is the power of the imagination. That really isn't going to come in handy. Just this fox. Yeah. Well, I live in the enchanted forest. This way, Aslan, to the battlefield. I'm scared of mice. Last Edinburgh at the festival, I got really panicky by this mouse. It crept in my room, and I sprayed that mouse with a can of Lynx. You know? I don't advise it. You know when you just get really... What are you doing? I don't know. Making you smell like a teenage boy. On guard. It doesn't get rid of mice. You just look like a dick. Just the 5 of them waking me up next morning. Russell, got any Java? The mouse came back, got enough mouse pussy. Spray us up. We're hitting a rodent disco. I'm scared of pretty much everything. This is pretty much the only thing that doesn't scare me, right? I'm scared of kids. I've found that out more and more. Is anyone here sort of scared of teenagers at all? Just a few people, everyone else? No. No, we baffled them with Sudoku. You can't kill me. Look. And relax. Have a curly whirly. Thanks, mister. No problem, you little urchin. That'll probably get cut, I'd imagine. What were you thinking about? I just went for a bit of a curly whirly tangent, you know what I'm like? I'm scared of kids. I found this out more and more. Like, do you ever get shouted at in the street and not really know how to deal with it? I'm 25, I should be able to deal with it. But the other day I was walking in a place called Caution, which is not a tough area, and there was this kid, he was honestly about 12, just looked at me and just went, yeah! Right? Yeah! And then he followed, this was the threat. He went, keep on walking! And your brain can't deal with it, you just find yourself going, all right. Is that a threat or a tip? Just your brain going, don't get cramp. How weird is that? I'm genuinely scared of being beaten up by somebody who can't remember Thundercats. You can't kill me! You don't know who Panthro is! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. My name's Russell.